Hey everybody, it's Amanda here with Pain to Purpose Coaching, and I just wanted to do a really quick video as we're going into the weekend. I know I promised a video about anger. I'm going to do that one probably tomorrow or Sunday. I'm going to have to work this weekend, but I wanted just to say that, we have this eclipse coming up, and I had forgotten about it, but there's some important things to know, and I think this video may help you out. So we've got the eclipse coming up, and what the eclipse is like the marriage of the sun and the moon. And then you've got, if you're into astrology, then you know that the energy of Chiron in Aries is kind of sandwiched in there. So we got a lot of stuff going on. This is also the year of the dragon that just started this month, and it's really, really interesting stuff going on spiritually, metaphysically, astrologically, in the universe right now. So it's just kind of exciting. But anyway, there are beings on this planet that feed and off of fear energy, negative stuff. They eat it up. They love it. When you are afraid, then they maximize. So they create these things to keep everybody afraid. And what I'm trying to tell you today is please ignore it. Don't pay any attention to it. Yes, they're activating CERN. Yes, people have disappeared when CERN got activated before. It has to do with portals and all of that stuff. I'll explain that tomorrow. But yes, they're deploying the National Guard. And yes, Christians and some religious people feel like this is end of days and all of that stuff. Don't feed into the fear of it. If you've been a devoted, religious person, then have some faith, right? Please find a way to be positive. If you can over the weekend, and especially Monday during the eclipse, please meditate. Please, spread some love, accept some love, do some positive things. If you like to take an energy bath, do that. If you like to cook and that makes you really happy, do that. Spread some love around. Like I said, be in the flow, be in the positive energy. Just don't feed into the fear. Don't give two flips, right? So that can really go a long way, and into this new stuff that's going on, it's gonna serve you pretty well. And you can stay in a high vibe and a high frequency if you'll do that. Another thing is, I look at a lot of things, on social media, and I see what people post, and I know a lot of people right now, they're the types that kind of laugh when they have something bad go on. And yeah, it can be funny and everything, but deep down, I know that it hurts, and it can be hard to get over some things and everything. But I'm telling you, if you will start to realize how powerful you are, and that the universe sends you these lessons to help you elevate, in life, not to be scared or to feel punished or to be feel like you're a loser or anything like that. It's to help you learn and grow. And if you'll pay attention to the lesson, and you'll ask, what am I supposed to know when something bad happens? If you will, instead of saying, well, when it rains, it pours, instead of saying that, if you'll say, okay, thank you. What is it that you want me to know? What am I supposed to learn from this? If you'll stop and feel into your heart center and really be grateful and ask that question, trust the answer you get, it will change your life. I'm telling you, and it'll change it fast. Because what you're doing is activating your change of perspective every time something like that happens. And here, listen, I'm not saying that you're never going to get another flat tire ever again or something like that, but who knows? Maybe it'll happen at the gas station where, or at the tire center or something like that, and where you can just pull in and get it taken care of. That's the difference in the way of living, right? Because you don't need to learn the lesson that you should have aired up your tire the night before and then it goes flat in the driveway. You get what I'm saying? Or goes flat on the highway going at 75 miles an hour. There are, there's a better way. And if you use your energy and this to your advantage, and start, looking at yourself like you're lucky. Tony Robbins has that slogan, live lucky, on his hat. It's really that simple. Just choose, no matter what's going on, to see it as a blessing Listen to the answer you're supposed to get, and that way you don't have to repeat those lessons all the time. That's the thing. A lot of folks will talk about how they get the same, oh, the same thing keeps happening as I'm trying to date. I keep winding up, this is happening and that happening. Well, you're going about it the same way. You're not learning anything. You're just arming up with the same mentality, the same types of effort, the same things, going at it the same way. Then you're going to wind up with the same thing you got, which is nothing, or it's going to get worse, right? So the thing to do is start completing the lessons. And the way you complete the lesson is to ask and think. You think and ask, right? And trust your gut on what the answer is, because that way you don't get it again. Because the alignment happens, if you're out of alignment, the universe is always sending us stuff to help us align. And it doesn't know the difference between negative and positive. It's just sending us stuff like, here's another opportunity for you to grow. Here's another opportunity for you to get it. And that's the way it looks at it, and that's why we keep receiving these things over and over sometimes. So if you'll stop, take a moment to get it, grasp it, and trust, I promise you'll see less of these things happening, and you'll start to grow from it and let it elevate you. Let it teach you, and stay high vibe about it. Yes, there are horrible things that happen in the world every day. I'm not saying there's not. I'm not saying I can wave a magic wand and everything be okay. But if you will align yourself to the universe in this way, I promise you, things will change, and they'll change really quick, and you'll be able to stay high vibe, and you'll be able to start feeling your manifesting, abilities kick in. I mean, because we manifest bad stuff all the time, right? You have this thought like, is he cheating on me? And then it turns out they are. So, and you're like, damn, I hate being right, and I just wish I didn't have this intuition. Well, use it for good. Stop using it for bad and to just, blow your life up. Start using it for good and put these things into action. I promise you it'll change everything. So anyway, I hope some of what I said resonates with you. Another thing that just comes to mind really quick before I go is if, I feel a lot of people are being drained by other people a little bit. Like you're getting people that are constantly coming to you for help and things like that all the time, and you help them and you help them, they help you, and then you get burned, right? Or you get tapped out. Instead of saying, yeah, you're welcome, or yeah, it's okay, no problem, or, any of those types of things, close the energy off, close it down. Say, I'm glad I could help you this time, and leave it. Instead of, and that way they won't be attracted to you all the time. I'm serious, it works. It really does work. Sure, you'll still get them sometimes, but if you just say, no, I can't this time, then they understand, that's kind of an all-inclusive way to close it down. There's nothing wrong with helping people, but if it's tapping you out, save some of that energy for yourself. But anyway, I hope that resonates with everybody. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.